a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
I'm wondering.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, Mixon. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Burrow going for it on fourth. He rifles one that's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run it here with Perine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Bengals at 7-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win at 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
P-Ryan again on 2nd down.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Pirine. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Pirine. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. Jinx him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
11. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And the carry on first down by Mostert going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for a quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Mostert. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
11 MT.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11. 11.
Back to Mixon on first down. Gets around him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion, it felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Burrow will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And the lead will hold at 13. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Mahomes to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go.
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one.